But I've had a man take me to like the Rentham outlets and like spend some money on me, but like he didn't expect anything at the end. So
did you give him anything?
No, of course not. No. I didn't have to. So it's like, you know, it was like a middle-aged man. I don't even think his could get hard.
So would you say women have it easier than men?
A little bit, yeah.
Absolutely, but I definitely know men that live off women. I'll give you guys an example, a good example. And
this is the Quicky Sidebar Talk.
I'm feeling myself. So we're pretty privileges. It's basically like, you know, you're pretty and you can get not like get whatever you want, but like if you're in group setting or something like that and you want something, you can definitely get it. That's how I put it as. Like, you know, like it's kind of hard to explain. Pretty privilege is like, how would you explain it?
That's happened.
I would say pretty privilege is going out with yourself or with your girl or a couple of girls
anywhere
and getting stuff for free from men. Meaning basically, like going out to a club and getting it for free, or going to a event and getting it for free, or getting free parking from a place.
Anything. It's anything and everything in general.
Everything and anything in general. Being like, oh, we want you to sponsor or be a brand ambassador for us. Take a picture in this and we'll give you this. If you're with a man, you're not getting that.
Have you guys experienced that before?
Yes, of course. That's how we know what it is.
Yes.
Is that like an everyday thing? You see that more often?
Not every day. Maybe like every other day. Like even if we go out to a grocery store, like there could be a guy watching us
that will pay it forward.
Yeah, that will pay it
for real?
forward. Yeah.
You had that before?
Somebody pay for our Starbucks order. If you don't know what Starbucks is, it's Starbucks.
Why y'all calling Starbucks?
Starbucks. That's
because we love Starbucks, and we're not gonna call it Starbucks every time. We're gonna call it Starbucks.
Yeah, it's a nickname.
Just your nickname?
It's like an every girl type. Not every girl, but it's a regular Starbucks girl thing.
Wow. So you enjoy.
Not only that, pretty privilege is like you could do anything and everything, and sometimes it's just a guy who thinks you're pretty and they'll sponsor that.
They'll want to give you something. Yeah. They'll want to pay for your food, pay for something, send you a shot at the bar, send you a shot at the club. We've been in sections with just us girls, and somebody will send a bottle over to us.
It's my birthday, they're sending over a bottle of my choice.
We've been on vacation. Guys will be like, oh, we want to tell you guys some things that you guys can go to, and can we buy you a drink along with just talking to you about it?
Wow.
Guys aren't getting that.
But what do you think guys do that for, though? If they don't really get anything in return?
Honestly, it's not even like wanting something out of it. Some guys will just do it because they got it and they want to do it.
Yeah.
There's no ulterior motives.
Yeah, they're like, oh, we're with bad bitches right now. We're sponsoring them, and you know that's
not even with. They're not gonna be with us.
They run into us. They run into us, and they're just like, I want to buy that girl a drink, or I want to do this for her. I want to do that for her. That's pretty privileged. Like it's like a guy will do whatever, like with you being there.
Does that happen to a guy trying to give a favor for a return?
Of course.
How was it?
A number. They want to do something nice for a number, but a lot of times, like more times, like I've had guys pay for something that's like $40 and they don't even know me. And I feel like that's not a lot, but it's like you don't even know me and you don't even expect my number and you're just paying for my whole food order that's $40
or more.
Wow, thank you.
I never done it in my life. I might be
sending us a bottle that's $120 over to our section. Wow, thank you.
So what do you guys think about those guys? Do you guys think they're genuinely doing it, or you think you guys
they're doing it to show off, being like, you know, like they think they can hang out with us and stuff like that, or like they think they can be around pretty women, whatnot, and like they do it for like the show of it, right?
I would say
the show
half and half.
It has to
because
be a motive.
Some men do it and just walk away. I've had men pay for things for like $40-$50 and just leave. I've had men pay for my to-go orders, and it's like for me and my man, and they're just like, I'm just paying for your order, and I'm like, oh, thank you, and I'm like, oh, thank you so much, and they're like, you're welcome, bye. And I'm like, oh, thanks, goodbye. That's great of you, because I don't need anybody to do that, but for them to do that, it's really nice, and that's what pay it forward is. So maybe they're doing it because we're a beautiful woman, but maybe they're doing it because they want us to do it for somebody else.
So would you say women have it easier than men?
A little bit, yeah.
Absolutely, definitely. But I definitely definitely know men that live off women. I'll give you guys an example, a good example. I recently went to Turks and Caicos for my birthday, and anybody that knows that Turks and Caicos is like a really expensive country to go to, and a lot of girls that I watched on TikTok to see what to wear, to see what restaurants to go to, a lot of girls go there and have the luxury of doing everything for free. But I went there for my man and we paid for everything. But a lot of girls go there for free. Like, go to Drake's Bar, Noah's Ark, and they go for free. And the ticket to go there is $40 a person, and they go for free. They get drinks free. And it's just like, wow, you girls are great.
Yeah, sometimes we'll be in a random bar and stuff like that, and someone will buy us drinks just because. Like, we won't even ask for it. We'll be minding our own business, chilling.
So, have you guys ever say no to those offers?
We don't ask them. They just do it for us.
So I know what you're getting at when you're asking that. Has a guy ever offered or paid for something and expected a number or like a conversation
something
in
return? Yeah.
And no, I haven't experienced that, but I've experienced a guy trying to ask for my number or talking to me and being like very rude after, like, you, because you don't want to give me your number or you think you're too good. No, I don't think I'm too good. I have a man, or I'm not interested in having a guy do that for me.
So don't you think you should not even take off?
I always take them. I mean, I'm single. I'm single though. That's the difference. I always take them. I don't know what it is or whatever it is or whatnot. But like, if someone's like, "Oh, this person bought you a drink over here," it's like, okay, thank you. You know, I appreciate it. But like at the same time, it's like, you know, like, why not? Because I'm single. So like, it's not like I'm going out with a man or anything like that. If someone sees me, if someone buy me a drink, I'm just like, thank you. You know.
There's even been times where I've been out with a guy that I'm with, and somebody that I know has bought us a drink, bought us a round of shots. And it's like, oh, thank you. And then came over and conversated with us before they bought us a shot and said, oh, I'm going to buy you guys a drink. And the man I'm with is like, oh, thank you. I'll wait for the man to respond first because I'm not going to let myself lead. I'm going to let them lead. So if they accept, I'm going to accept. But if somebody's coming over to us, I'm going to be like, let them lead. I'm not going to first.
Have you ever taken an offer for, if ever?
For a favor?
Yeah.
No.
Never happened.
I mean,
never.
No. Because honestly, like I would expect like a man being like, oh, if I take you shopping, can you fuck me and stuff like that? Like, no, I'm not doing that. I haven't had a like man like legit take me shopping, like a shop. I mean, I've had a little shopping spree, but not like a major shopping spree. Like I would like imagine myself having, like going to Louis, like Birkin, like, you know, buying like nice stuff and like him expecting something. But like I've never had that. But I've had a man take me to like the rent them outlets and like spend some money on me, but like he didn't expect anything at the end. So
did you give him anything?
No, of course not. No. I didn't have to. So like, you know, it was like a middle-aged man. I don't even think his dick could get hard. So like, if he wanted to.
There you go, some juicy shit again.
It was like a 45, 50-year-old man. I don't think his dick could get hard if he wanted to. He took me to rent them outlets.
I mean, at 50, yeah, that shit can't get hard.
Maybe with a Viagra, but like, I don't know.
Come on.
It wasn't that. It wasn't that type of vibe. It was like, take me shopping. Like, I make sure before I go out with a guy, like I know like the motive and everything like that. I'm like, listen, this is what we're doing. This is how it's ending, and this is how, you know. I make sure I know the motive with the guy.
Oh,
so if a guy's like, yeah, I'll take you shopping and this, that, and third. Okay, I'm coming. I'm going out. I'm gonna go shopping with you. But after that, that's what it is. Because I made it clear. I make it very clear before I leave my house, like what we're doing.
Right. It's definitely different if you're like, oh, let's go shopping, and they're expecting something after.
Yeah. They make clear they're expecting something after, but you're like, listen, we're going shopping, and that's the end of it. Like, not the end of it, but like that's what we're doing for the day. There's nothing more, nothing less. You're taking me to this place, and we're going shopping, and that's it.
So those are the guys that you guys call simps?
Yeah, definitely.
So would you prefer a simp or you prefer like a normal guy? Have you ever fallen in love with a simp before?
No, I never fall in love with a simp. No,
that's what I thought.
A simp is somebody who just like wants to like give you stuff, you know, like because you're pretty. It's by the way you look. They have to like you as a person, like you physically and everything like that. If they like you as a person, like physically, whatever the case may be, and they want to do extra stuff for you, that's great. You know, they want to take you shopping, they want to give you money, they want to, you know, nothing like sexual. Because when it comes to a simp, it's nothing sexual. It's just like using them basically.
It's like a sugar daddy, pretty much.
And this is the Quicky Sidebar Talk.
I'm feeling myself.
I get so horny. Like, I cannot. I cannot.
I know that's right.
Oh, like, wait. If we're fucking good, f me for an hour.
Yeah.
Why can't you f me for like recently, meaning the past 2 years, I've been realized that spending the night over somebody's house means we're gonna And I never knew that. I never
always
realized
like
that because I grew up being in a relationship. I feel like this conversation is gonna get me in trouble. I just personally feel like I'm a freak for real.
Oh,
and I feel like
No.
I'm
gonna
gonna go
use
do
the
that.
2 hands. You know what I mean? You gotta do separate motions. You know, like you gotta do like you gotta use your hands sometimes. I mean, I don't want you.
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I think
like
it's more
hands?
freaky to not use your hands. Cut you off after you don't. If they don't mess with you enough.
Some men.
you know why they cut you off? Because
I'm not saying it's happened to
give
me.
it up.
I just see what associates or people that I know have never had sex for an hour.
let me just put it
I
this way.
have
This-
for 3
let me
4
just put it
hours.
this way. You never had sex for an hour and you 27?
I've had sex for like 4 or 5
I've had
hours.
sex back to back and it adding up to an hour, which is good enough for me.
Okay. All right. As long as you like.
Because if
So-
you're not nutting twice in that hour, my pussy's not makes you choose a woman to be on your roster. Obviously, any woman can be on your roster as like a quick fuck or to go on dates with,
Like an
maybe.
option.
Maybe.
Like an
but
option.
what? That's one question.
Yeah.
But
how
what?
can you tell that, okay, this guy is just looking for sex or he's looking for something?
That is such a hard question because
No, it really
is.
isn't.
it really isn't.
I agree.
No,
it is.
it really isn't. Let me tell you why.
This is the Quicky Sidebar Talk.
I'm in the zone. I'm feeling myself.
Not a
Of
sugar
guys
daddy.
Yeah, go ahead.
that don't think it's normal to get things like that from other guys.
From guys?
Yeah, like if
do
you
you
have,
mean?
if there's a guy like Mr. Podcast Man over here that doesn't think it's normal to give things to women for no favor in return.
Like, if you were dating a woman and you were f***ing her, would you, like, surprise her every so often?
Like if you wanted to fuck a girl and she wasn't throwing you, but you were taking her out and stuff like that. And she was like, well, you guys were vibing. And she was like, can you get me this bag? Or can you take me shopping? Can you take me on vacation? And
Like a vacation.
yeah, like a vacation. Even if it was like, oh, let's go on a vacation with one of your friends and 2 of my friends.
It can happen if you just genuinely like the girl, but for the most part, when a guy's spending money on you like that, there's always a motive. Either maybe he's making money off of you, you guys, like I said, business, things of that nature.
So they're just basically attracted to you and want to
Yeah.
The more that I get into the type of conversation that it happened more than here, I see that people see that that's a thing. Like, if you're doing things for somebody, they're expecting something in return. No matter how nonchalant they're acting about it, they still want, there's still a motive behind it. They still want something out of it.
For a man, there's still a motive. There's a little percentage of a motive behind it.
Exactly. And just recently, meaning the past 2 years, I've been realized that spending the night over somebody's house means we're gonna fuck.
Factual.
And I never knew that. I never
always
realized
like
that
that.
because I grew up being in a relationship. I was at a relationship at 16, 17 years old. And that was my first relationship. And even before that, we never spent the night. 16, 17, I never spent the night. So being out of that relationship, I never, like I told you guys earlier, it was like a 6-year relationship. So it was giving 21. I never knew spending the night meant you're king for the night.
For the most part, yeah.
For
Unless
the most
you guys
part,
already
and
be
then
fucking.
guys would be like, why are you not fucking? Like, and it wouldn't be a big deal to most of the guys that I was talking to, but I have had a conversation with a few of them, like, do you think that this is just for fun? Like,
Most men,
it would be
think
like,
it's for fun.
no, they would be like, it's not for fun. I would think it's for fun.
That's
would
what
think
they
it's
want to
fucking.
tell you. That's what they want to tell you.
Like, no, it's not normal to spend the night with somebody. It's normal to go home to your house after you guys watch a movie and chill or go out on a date. Like, to go out on a date with somebody, not just spend the night with somebody and think that you guys don't have to bust it open.
So
They
there's
always wanna
a
bust it.
50% chances they want you to.
More than 50.
They want you to. Maybe I'll say 51% when a guy.
51.
Yeah, when a
Are
guy.
you sure it's not higher than that?
I think it's higher.
It's more like 80%.
Like 80%.
As I've been learning about
if a
men.
girl comes to your house at night and spends the night at your house,
Not
what do you
just
expect
at night.
then?
What if you guys spend the day and then it goes into spending the night?
What
Do
the-
they expect? Okay, yes, they expect to, but do they expect that you're weird for not wanting to fuck them?
Here's the thing. The reason why I say 51% because 51 makes it the majority. So
yeah,
I just
under 50% makes
no,
it
it doesn't. It makes them half.
Majority they
It's
want
half and
no
half.
51
more than majority.
Majority. It's a
Yeah,
majority.
more than majority.
So it's
I
like
get it.
51% is like when a guy wants you over, you know, they want you to come over. They expect you at least. Some guys they just want your company for the night, but most of the time it's gonna be like they want you to have sex with them. But no, if it depends. Also, let me finish with this. It depends on what type of relationships you guys have.
The vibe.
The vibe.
What if you guys have no relationship?
Like, for example,
what if you guys been talking on the phone and FaceTiming for maybe a week or maybe 2 weeks, and then you guys spend the night together?
It depends what
The
you
man
guys
was so
talking
raw,
about.
dog.
And I've heard the story, like, you know, like when you have a big group of people that you are friends with, being in the industry or being friends with a lot of people you work with, being friends with a friend, they'll be like, oh, you've heard it all.
Yeah, we've heard it all.
It's been like, oh, I spend the night in his house and he just stopped talking to me after because I didn't fuck him.
Yeah, no, it is that a lot. If you don't fuck a man when he wants you to fuck him, then you're not.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
So,
Yeah,
no.
sometimes.
He's
Not all the time.
51%.
No, for the most part.
I think
say,
it's
like,
more like 80%.
Like 65, 70%.
For the most part, if you decline sex to a man,
How would you feel if you brought a woman back to your house?
I think
I'm getting
he's
to that.
so
I'm getting
nice.
there.
He's
No,
so nice
let me-
and
getting
genuine.
there. I'm
He
getting there.
wouldn't.
There's only two options, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I only wanted you for sex, I don't see you as a potential girlfriend.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna cut you, especially if I have like a roster.
Okay, now
But-
I have a question for you.
Yeah, go ahead.
What makes you choose that girl of being on your roster or that girl being a potential girlfriend?
Okay, let me finish my thoughts. So
Please.
if I want you for like a serious girl, if I think like you have a potential to be a girl, my girlfriend in the future, let's say you decline it on the first night, I'll be okay. I'll still pursue you, you know, maybe take you outside because I want you for a long term. I don't care if
Yeah.
I get it tonight. I know eventually I'm gonna get it for
Because most
many nights.
most women that you like won't give it up on the first night.
No, not necessarily.
I mean,
There are some women that you like and they give it on the first night and you guys
Click.
take it from there. Click and take it
no,
from
that
there.
is true.
So going back to our question, can you repeat your question again?
What makes you choose a woman to be on your roster? Obviously, any woman can be on your roster as like a quick fuck or to go on dates with,
Like an
maybe.
option.
Maybe.
Like an
but
option.
that's one question.
Yeah.
But what makes a girl be a potential girlfriend? Because it makes
Or an
a difference
option.
if you want to just somebody or if you want somebody to be a potential girlfriend.
A potential girlfriends, you have to bring values that I'm looking for. Every man is there. If I see those values in you, I'm like, okay, yeah, I want to keep this on its potential. But if I see that you don't have those values that I'm looking for, I probably just, let's say you don't have those values and you just found you so fun, we connect, you know, I might keep you on my roster, but you might be in a roster, but eventually you might become somebody serious because
Wifey.
yeah, because the damn. Also, the thing
The
is,
pussy be a-
you being a roster, you must start developing feelings for the person and you must start learning new things about the
That's
person.
true.
You might be like, damn, she's different. I like her. Like she's like that. She's like that. Damn, maybe I should keep her, you know? So yeah.
Everyone's different and they have their own opinion, own like wanting of everybody and whatnot. You never know, you know?
Okay, question.
You can meet like 5 people and you'd be like, he's not my type, he's not my type, he's definitely not my type, but these 2 are my type.
Question for you guys.
Go ahead.
How can you tell that, okay, this guy is just looking for sex or he's looking for something?
That is such a hard question because
No, it really
is.
isn't.
it really isn't.
I agree.
No,
it is.
it really isn't. Let me tell you why.
Okay, go ahead.
If someone hits me up on social media and they be like, "Hey, sexy," I don't respond to that.
why?
I don't. I think that's kind of.
I think that's fucking cringe.
Cringe.
You have been saying cringe
That
for
is
the
cringe.
past
Hey,
hour.
sexy. Oh, you're so bad, or like
It makes me wish your father
aborted
pulled
you.
out.
Yeah.
Damn.
Your mother swallowed you.
Oh, come on.
Your
guys.
mother should have swallowed
Why?
you.
Yeah, because that's those cringe. Like when a man calls you sexy or like weird shit like that, that just makes you think that like you're just trying to fuck.
Call me sexy when we're dating,
Yeah.
and I dress up for you or dress up to go out with my homegirls,
Yeah.
and I look bad as
Don't
Not
you-
the first thing
then
you say
call
to
me
a
sexy.
woman.
You don't call a woman sexy when
First
she posts
conversation.
something.
Yeah.
Take her out first, get to know her first, and say, you look beautiful, you look gorgeous.
Yeah, that's what we want to hear.
So
Not
what
sexy.
is wrong about what's wrong about saying you're sexy?
I don't know.
The first thing you're gonna say to one of us when you hit us up is you look sexy.
I'm not saying
You
what-
can't relate, so why would you even say that?
No, I get. I'm saying that based on some
Personally,
girls because
for
they
me-
post sexy pictures. That's why those men man
No,
come
I
off
get
like
it.
that.
Okay, yeah.
But
So if
personally,
you
for
think I
me-
look sexy, send me some money.
Oh shit, just like that.
Period.
Just like that. Why are you
Cash
telling me I
app
look
it.
sexy? What am I looking sexy
So
for?
sexy
Send me
means
some
money.
money.
Sexy means
I think
money.
a man should use better words than just sexy. I think they should use gorgeous, like beautiful, like more meaningful words.
You can be sexy,
You
but you're
can
not
say-
gorgeous. You
you
can be
can-
beautiful, but no.
If a man
You can be
calls-
sexy, but not beautiful.
If a man calls me sexy, it's like I want to be in a relationship with him. It's like, it's not a random guy. If a random guy hits you up like, "Hey, sexy," it's like cringe, right?
You can hit somebody up and say, "Hi, how are you?" And that costs $0 to do to somebody.
Instead of saying, "Oh, hey,
Instead
sexy."
of saying, "Oh, hey, sexy," that's not standing out to
We
me.
won't
You
answer
sound
you.
like every other guy that be in the DM.
We won't answer.
Have
you.
some personality.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
baby. Oh yeah.
he's gonna kick us out. Kick it out. Cut it out.
You good.
I don't know who that was, but it was funny.
But no, I mean I get it. So that's I personally don't think that's the right approach.
No, it's not.
But you'll be surprised. Some girls will love that.
Some girls do, but like me personally, like the line of work that I do and everything like that, I don't want to be called sexy at all. Like if I be called sexy, it's like cringe to me. I don't know how to explain it. Like it's cringe. Like if you say, "Hey, sexy" to me, I will look at it and not respond. I can't even explain it. Like it's like
Red.
So
I'm red.
okay.
Red.
Let me change a little bit. Let's say you are in the setting somewhere, public settings, whatever. You find a man in the crowd. You're like, "It's fine, man.
Fine as fuck.
Oh my
Yeah.
I want him so oh my god." And the man comes up to you, be like, "Hey, sexy." Will
Nah.
you still see it the same way?
Nah.
Will you still think it's crunch?
I don't like the word sexy.
First
No.
of all, nobody's doing that.
No.
Okay.
Let's say if that happened.
No.
If it was to happen,
Hypothetically, I just say
say if it
hypothetically
was to
speaking.
happen. Say
I can say a story that I've done something like that.
Let's say if
Let's
that
hear
happens.
Let's hear it. Okay.
Yeah.
So I went out with this girl, and you know her, but I'm not gonna tell you right now
Go
because
ahead.
I don't want to
No,
hear
no,
your
it's fine.
opinion.
I know
And so
who
I'm
it
done.
is.
But I will tell you when I'm done, and you do know
I
who
know
it
who
is.
it is.
So the girl spilled a drink on his shoes,
Okay.
and they was married, and I was like, damn, that's
Mary's
crazy.
a type.
And he was like, I was like, damn, that's crazy. And he was like, yeah, it is. He was like, but how's your night going? And I was like, it's good. I hope you're okay. I'm sorry that happened to your pants, your shoes, or whatever. And he was like, okay, well, have a good night. Like, not like dismissing me or anything. We had like a little conversation after that. And we went and partied. We were in the same section and everything. We came and talked back later. And it was like, we didn't have like a understanding of us spending the night together or us talking. But we ended up leaving the club together, and we all ended up talking and everything. And he even told the girl, like, why did you spill something on my shoes, like, or my pants, whatever it was. And it was like, why I don't know where I'm going with it.
I know who you talking
going.
about. I know who you talking about. You don't gotta mention her name, but I know who you talking about. The one I never liked.
No,
I
you
never
liked
I
her.
never liked her.
She spilled shit all over this man's fucking pants and shoes.
Of course,
And
a
he was
Columbia
pissed
said.
off. And it was like, I was like, damn, I'm so sorry that happened to you. You're so fine. Like, you did not deserve that to happen. That is
And
the
she's a
first
busty.
Oh,
time.
wait, you told him he's so fine?
I told him you were so
Yeah,
fine.
and this
at the
bitch
end of
is
the
a
conversation,
busty.
I said you were so fine and you never deserved that to happen to you. I
Do you
didn't
like the
say
guy?
I did not say it just like that. I said, "Damn, that's crazy that just happened to you." And he said, "Yeah, it is." And I said, "You know what I said? I said, damn, that's so fine that happened to your fine ass." That's what I said.
So did you find a man attractive? Okay.
And she's a busty bitch,
And we, at the end of the night, we went and chilled with him and another guy that was there because it was her ex. And he was just so fine that I just laid down with him. But I didn't fuck him. I did not fuck him because I was drunk and I
She wasn't
just
having it.
thought he was fine. And I wanted to get to know him. And years later, we talked and he was cringe every time.
How?
Every time, but he was so fine because he was just cocky and arrogant, and girls don't like that.
Okay.
And if you are a woman and you don't like that, you feel like too many girls are on his Rasta, you're not gonna want to talk to a guy like that unless you don't care about how many girls are fucking him. And at the time, I'm a relationship girl, but I don't mind being single. I've been single for years in between, but I'm not gonna be with a guy that I feel like is with multiple girls. I'm not doing that.
That's disgusting.
I know
It is disgusting.
right.
I'm not gonna be with a guy that I feel like is with multiple girls. And especially what is even more cringe is a guy that you think is cute or maybe a potential one night stand or somebody that you're like, oh, let's go get a drink after. We can go to my house or we can go to the club or we could go do something. And they try to pull their dick out and put no condom on. That's cringe. We don't do that over here.
So let me go back to my question. You actually didn't give me like a clear answer.
Go ahead. Go on.
So I said, like I say, like you that man you told me like he was so fine, right? And let's say that man approaches you and then like be like, hey, sexy. Although you think the man is fine, you like the guy too. Will you still think like that's creepy or cringe? How do you guys say it?
Cringe, yeah.
Cringe?
Yeah. So I've gotten that before too, and I'll just, if the guy is fine, I'd be like, okay, we can add each other on social media, but you're not getting my number because you're not about to be over here blowing up my phone or have access to me in all aspects. You're not doing that.
Not only that, it's
you gotta earn that.
When a man mentions the word sexy or like words like that, it's like, I'd rather you call me beautiful, gorgeous. Like, you could have used any other word in the dictionary to just describe me, but you use sexy. Sexy, like, you know, I'm trying to fuck you tonight type shit. I feel like whenever a man's be like, oh, hey, sexy, I'm trying to fuck you tonight, or like eventually within that week.
All right, but don't get me wrong. I don't mind being called sexy, but it's like,
If you like the guy.
if the guy is good looking, I don't mind being called sexy.
That's a double standard.
But I'm not
is
going
hard.
to give you
Coochie.
I'm not going to give you coochie. You're
not
gonna
getting
bust
the
it open.
coochie.
But I normalize for every woman, but for myself, I do not give men the time of day the first time I
Don't
meet them.
expect
you
the
have
cat.
to earn it. And it's not like I think I'm like this high acidity, my shit don't stink. No, women have value. You need to know your worth. You can't just open up and put down all your gaze right off you meeting somebody the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth time. You need to like get to know that person for a couple weeks, because when you let your guard down, you know that you start getting to know that person and you don't want to accept their red flag or overlook their red flag for the little bit of getting to know them. You need to actually know them. And me personally, I date for long term. I don't date for a couple weeks. I've done that just for the rise, just for the
culture.
right.
Just for the culture.
But we're not doing it for long term. No.
But how
We
long-
can have fun, but we're not looking for that for long term. You can't have fun with somebody just when you meet them to have it for long term. It doesn't work like that.
But how long,
All the time.
But how long does it take you to bust it up? If let's say you're getting to know each other, how
It
many dates?
depends on the person, because like honestly, like it's like, you know what I mean, like it depends on how long you know the person, what type of connection you have with the person. Like it could take 1 day, 2 days, 3 days,
Oh shit,
a
2
week.
hours maybe.
Exactly. It could take any type of amount of time. It doesn't matter what type of time it takes to bust it open to somebody. It's just like when you have that connection with somebody, it's like it's different. Like, you know what I mean? It could take a month for all
When
you
you
know.
know, you know.
When you know, you know. Exactly.
Literally, like you know when
you know.
you have a connection with somebody. I've only been in 3 relationships, and I've known that those people were the person that I wanted to be with for that moment. After maybe one was like a couple weeks, one was a month, one was 2 months, one was longer than that, one was a month and we didn't
You
talk
just
for a
never
couple
know.
months and came back to it a couple times. One was a couple weeks and we liked each other enough to do that. One was a week, but we known each other on social media and FaceTimed and texted for a month. So you know when you know. Girls know when they know. And I feel like we're creating pick-me's when we're talking about this right now, because we're all grown women, and if you want to somebody, you're gonna them, but you have to know when you're ready to do it. And you can't just be out here fucking multiple men when you first meet them, or fucking around and expect them to be treated like a queen. If you
I know
want to be
that's
treated
right.
like a queen, if you want to be treated like a queen, set that standard, and
Period.
then them. Whether it takes 2 days, whether it takes a week, whether it takes a month, whether it takes a year. There's men and there's women in different cultures, in different religions, that it takes marriage, that it takes months, that it takes getting to be family people. So let's not put women down for doing that.
Imagine you're in another country and you can't someone till you're married. How are you doing that?
That happens
How you
here.
handle that?
That happens here.
But it does happen here, but not so often. But I'm saying
Not so often, yeah.
in other countries, you have to be married to have sex.
Nepal, I know Nepal.
So imagine that. Are you waiting? If you find a girl that you like, are you waiting? I'm talking about like 2-3 years.
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
You marry her fast. You marry her the next day.
Fast?
I love that so much.
I thought so.
I love that so much. And I have the best man, but I feel like he would not have waited for me to him until marriage or to him for 6 months, because some men are attached sexually or attached physically, that they need that physical touch, and it's like
every
even
man
me
needs
as
to
a
bust a
woman,
nut.
exactly.
I think that's what we get attached to.
Every man wants to bust a nut with a bad bitch. Listen,
Even me as a woman, I get so horny. Like I
Shit.
cannot.
Oh shit.
I cannot.
I know that's right.
Oh wait, somebody for so long.
Period.
Like I will get mad if you don't. Like I'm not doing that.
Frustrated.
How long?
Frustrated.
Wait. So what was your horniness level from 1 to 10?
So when a woman
In what aspect? You're not even being specific.
let's be specific.
Sexual.
If a woman doesn't bust a nut in a certain amount of time, they get frustrated. I'll pour you up.
Give her some drinks.
Yeah, no. When a woman
Type of
doesn't
shit.
bust a nut, they get
It's
frustrated.
gone.
So
Go on.
have you ever been in a situation where you wanted men to fuck you but they didn't fuck you or they didn't get a memo?
No.
No.
Any man that I ever
I
know-
can't say that.
No, yeah.
She can go first.
When it comes to women, like at least like women like us that like look good and stuff, like not like look good, but like we hold ourselves good. You know, women who hold themselves good, like we can get any man we want to. I've had fine ass men. I've had men who are like mixed with like colorful eyes and everything. Whatever the case may be, like we can legit get men anywhere we want to. We can get any type of fine men we want to. It doesn't matter how they look like, how they present themselves. Like at the end of the day, like when us women we want something, we can get it. But like if we don't want to give it, we don't have to give it.
So you never had that situation. How about you?
I've
Kayla?
had some fine ass men.
You had
So
a man that
ask
you
the question.
wanted something to happen.
Yeah.
Ask the question.
That's what I'm asking the question. So
Ask me again.
I'm doing that right now. So have you ever been in a situation where you had a man, you wanted him to do something, let's say to have a sexual interaction with you, but he did not get a memo or he didn't do it? Or you had a man, you wanted him to do a certain way, but he did it, but it didn't get you there.
It didn't hit the spot.
It didn't hit the spot.
I
Yeah.
personally feel like this conversation is gonna get me in trouble.
You're fine. It's a safe place, it's a safe place.
But I just personally feel like I'm a freak for real.
Oh,
And I feel like
No.
I could all night.
All night, every day, all
So-
morning.
And I just feel like men can't keep up with me.
oh shit.
And my problem maybe isn't my like specifically being like a man that I'm with. It's or like a one night stand, because I haven't really had one night stands, because my one night stand turned into situationships, not relationships.
Yeah.
But I feel like some of my situationships, maybe one has been like that I feel like it's very fulfilling. But men that I'm with, they just cannot keep up. And I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's being younger or even a little bit younger, or just in general being a woman or being attracted to them more than they're attracted to me. But I just feel like when you want a certain man or want who you're with more, you can just go.
So what do you mean they cannot keep up? Are they coming too quick? Like, can you be a little specific on that?
Yeah, like if we're fucking good, f me for an hour.
Yeah.
Why can't you f me for an hour?
Not
Why can't you f me, take it out, and we do like foreplay,
Crazy shit.
we do 69,
Exactly.
we do stuff like that, and then we f again. Like, let's make a movie,
Like
baby.
I feel like sex could last like 2-3 hours if we really wanted to.
it could.
It
'Cause
could.
Why are you
No, it
depriving
could.
me like that?
Depriving me, yeah. Some men just want to and bust their nut. Like, no, I'm not
Are
that
we
type of
too
female.
much?
No, I feel like this is normal because, like, legit, like when I be people, like if you and just nut, like I'm not hitting you up again.
Oh shit.
Are you hitting up again? It's almost just and then done.
So one time I had sex with this boy that I was talking
Of
to
course.
for a couple months, and I really liked him. He was a good guy. He gave me money. He
Busted it.
bought me everything I wanted on top of that. And when he f***ed me, he just talked too much, and his was just not giving what it was supposed to give.
Mediocre.
And it was just making me cringe.
Mediocre.
And it's like, it's a real thing. Just like men don't think a woman is good enough, tight enough, wet enough. I think that about men. Like, I think that this isn't
big enough.
Your
enough,
can be little. Enough. Okay, but let me go back a little bit. I've been with a man where I think that it can be small, on the smaller, less than average side, and they could know how to use it and they would make me nut. But this specific person I'm talking about, they made me cringe because they talked too much. The things they were saying, they had self-esteem issues, and they highlighted it during sexual intercourse. Why would you do that?
So they were talking during intercourse,
and and
what type of things they were talking about?
They were like, do you love this about me? Do you love that about me? And it was like, no, you make me like cringe. That? I don't like that.
Wow,
do you like that?
That's a little weird though.
No, I don't like that.
Do you like that?
I don't like that, and you know that no girl likes that, because that's why you're asking me if I like that. Why are you doing that?
So wait, you say you're a freak. What do you think makes you a freak though?
I don't think that I'm a certified freak. I think I'm a little bit of a freak because I think that I could go rounds, and I think that I would do stuff that not the average girl would do.
Like what stuff will you do, or what stuff will you dream of? Not even say dream of.
You want me to answer this one?
Do you wish that a man can do to you?
Now you're getting spicy. I can't answer that.
Let's get it.
Okay, so for me personally, like I can do crazy freaky shit. Like I can
get into it.
I would choke on it. I would like
choke on it.
You know what I mean? Like I do crazy shit. I use my hands.
I'll gag on it.
I gag on it. I use my hands with it. Like at the same time, like I do some crazy shit. So like if I'm in a sexual relationship with you, you should appreciate it. Because like I do some crazy shit.
So you're a freak too?
Yeah, no, I am. Yeah, definitely.
Hell yeah,
like,
she's definitely gave me some tips on how to. She's definitely gave some tips on how to do things a little bit more freaky.
Oh.
And I've been like, I'm gonna go do that.
2 hands, you know what I mean? You gotta do separate motions, you know. Like you gotta do like, you know, you gotta use your hands sometimes. I mean, I don't want you.
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I think it's more freaky to not use your hands.
No,
I think it's more freaky.
Choke on it, right?
To give yes, like choke on that shit. Not even choke, gag on that shit.
Some men like that double hand standard thing. Like if it's like a long, you gotta use 2 hands.
So personally, like through not through experience, but through homeboys, maybe through
who you heard, yeah,
through who I've heard, word of mouth, I've heard that it's more pleasing for a girl to not use their hand. So I refrain from using my hands, I just want to see how good I can do with the mouth.
I think it depends how you use it though.
When I use my hands,
it should be good.
The toes curl. When I use the hands, like the toes curl.
Where do you learn that from?
I don't know where I learned it from.
She didn't learn it from anywhere.
I learned it as it goes.
from experience.
Exactly.
So
yeah.
Don't give all the tea on how to do things.
Apparently, from one of my ex, like before my kid's father, my ex that I was with for the longest time, he said I know how to suck the chrome off a Chevy.
What?
He said I know how to suck the chrome off a Chevy. I don't know what that means, but
I have no idea, man.
You know what it means. You know what it means.
He knows.
No, he doesn't.
The suck the chrome off a Chevy.
I don't know that, but he knows. The guy knows. Whoever she's talking to, yeah, he knows. Not me.
Yeah. He said I know you know the suck the chrome off a Chevy. I'm like, okay.
Let's say you have to pick from 2 men, right? The first man will have sex with you for an hour, but you will have.
I've never had sex for an hour.
Let me just put it.
I have for 3-4
Let me
hours.
just put it this way. You never had sex for an hour, and you 27.
I've had sex for like 4 or 5
I've had
hours.
sex back to back and it adding up to an hour, which is good enough for me.
Okay, all right, as long as you like.
Because if you're not nutting twice in that hour, my pussy's not good.
Okay, all right. So
unless you're a guy that knows how to control his nut.
No, legit. I had a guy one time who legit I told him when to nut. That's why I don't settle for less.
I love that because I've had that before too.
Because I let him know when to
but
nut.
he can't last long after that.
I let him know when he was supposed to nut.
He was like, I gotta.
No. And then after that, no bullshit. Like every single guy after that, like is like trash,
mediocre.
Exactly.
Because it's like he set the bar.
Exactly.
That's how I feel.
I feel like porn star, but like not really a porn star. Like I can tell them when to finish and everything like that. But like these other guys, they be nut in like 10 minutes. I'm not satisfied. I don't know. I know that's so bad. I know that's so bad.
Let me go back to my question.
Go on.
Come back.
So
Come back.
you got two men to choose from. The first man, fuck you for both of you guys. First man will have sex with you for a good hour, right? But no orgasm on your part.
Oh no.
The second one, give like 10 minutes, but you're going to orgasm. Which one?
I'm picking the
10
second
minutes,
one.
Yeah.
Pick the second one.
Yeah. If they
I'll come in 1 minute
If
if,
the-
you're f***ing me right.
if a guy cares about your orgasm,
He's
it's
never
like,
the girl and she's nutted in 1 minute. Did you see his face?
well, if a guy cares about your orgasm, that's different. If a guy cares about your orgasm, it's like, you know, that's top tier.
The reason
The
I say
guy-
that because I have a question. What does it mean fucking me right? What does it mean?
What does it mean?
Honestly,
It's not that easy. Huh?
it's
I know.
not easy
That's why I made
because
that face.
sometimes I will do the same thing and it won't be the same. So maybe it's the mental connection
Pause.
before.
No, pause. It's a man who learns your body and knows what to do with you.
I agree.
When a
But-
man learns your body
But
and
what if
learns what
it's
you
the same
like
thing?
personally, no, when a man learns what you like and learns your body personally, it could take a minute to make you come if he knows your body.
But what if you're just so horny you're ready to butt?
Oh, now you're
I don't know,
talking.
Because I feel like
that's
I've
if you
gone
have-
through that, and then it will be like the same thing, and it won't make me, and I won't at all.
But honestly, it's so different when a man knows what you like and knows what makes you
Every
turns you
single
on.
time.
Yeah.
Every
no.
single time.
Yeah.
You can confidently say every single time.
I've legit been asleep. I'm not gonna lie. I've been asleep and I've woken up to busting a nut.
Oh.
Yeah, that was the craziest experience of my life. Let me tell you, I was dead asleep and I woke up to busting a nut. Legit, the minute I opened my eyes, I busted a nut, and that's crazy.
Were you dreaming about having sex?
No. The man was eating my and I didn't even know.
Oh, okay.
I woke up. I woke up to it.
I've only had one person eat my and I busted a nut.
No, legit. While you're waking up, like
back to
out
it.
of what's going on, like you're dreaming or whatever, not you wake up and it's just going on, and you just bust a nut.
So
That's only happened to me once. I didn't know that was happening to me.
Dang,
I
you must
woke up
be
and it was
horny.
happening to me.
So going back to you say you only had one man who ate your pussy and you bust.
Not one man. I know
What?
multiple men has to eat it. Come on.
No, girl, I've only had one man eat my
What?
pussy and I
What?
busted a nut. From eating my pussy,
Are you serious? Really?
one man. I've only had one man ever eat my pussy. Bust a nut. Because I don't nut unless I have penetration. Some women are different. You
Really?
have to have
I'm the
penetration.
opposite.
You said
I'm
you
the
don't need
opposite.
penetration.
No, I don't need penetration. I need the opposite.
So that means you could be a lesbian if you wanted to.
I could, yeah.
What type of shit is that? You went straight to
I've
that.
considered
Yeah,
being
no,
a
no, it's
lesbian,
true.
and I'm like, I can't because I need penetration.
I'm the kind of the opposite. Like I like penetration, but
Like when I
It's
use my
different.
toys, I need penetration or I won't nut.
really,
Yeah.
it's a difference for me because when guys ask me, they're like, "Did you bust a nut?" Like, no, I didn't, because like you're just doing penetration. Penetration doesn't do it for me. I'm like the opposite. It's crazy.
Everybody's different.
You
man.
never know. You know, you never
Everybody's
know.
different. Hey, whatever works, whatever
You
might
never
work for
know.
you might not work for her. So hey, you guys, damn, now like
We're the opposite of each other, apparently.
Obviously, we are. Like,
Right?
that's new to me.
Me too. I mean, we
We don't have those conversations.
We're best
but
friends. So like,
are you are in the 18.4% of women that bust a nut during penetration, because not a lot of busting nut during penetration.
I don't.
It's
No,
only
I don't.
18.4%.
Yeah.
So most women bust a nut
No,
during.
only 18% of women bust nut.
18.4.
Right, so most women
No,
bust a
most
nut
less.
outside of penetration.
Yeah,
No,
most.
less.
Yeah, most. Because there's only 18.4 that will bust a nut during penetration.
So that's 18%
That's
out of
only 18
100%.
out of 100%.
So
No,
that's-
I need penetration.
So you
I don't.
are in a
So most
section.
women can just do it without penetration, do it with a
I
rose.
can,
Yeah.
yeah. No, me, I can. I
So
don't.
you are
you're
you
lucky,
you're the
girl.
unicorn.
I
No,
don't- I
you
don't-
are the unicorn.
No, I don't bust during penetration.
Because
at
most
all.
of them, they don't do a penetration. You
No, I
have
don't.
to stimulate them different ways. So a man can go for 2
I've
hours.
had to explain
nothing
that
gonna
to-
happen.
No, I will not nut after 2 hours. If I don't nut after 10, 15 minutes, I'm not nutting.
Oh, for real?
No. We can go an hour or more, and I will not ever nut.
Damn. So will you? Let me ask you guys this, both of you guys. Will you say if you didn't nut, it wasn't a good?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to understand I'm coming from a relationship aspect. I've always been in a relationship. I've never been in like a quick or a sneaky link type of thing. I've always been in a relationship aspect. Yeah. So even if it's like a sneaky link, it's a sneaky link that's a situationship. So not so much of a sneaky link, it's a situationship. So if my situationship doesn't make me nuts, sometimes it's not a good or even the person that I'm with is not a good but sometimes it is. Sometimes I'll be pissed off because I'll be like, wow, we could have went for longer, or wow, we could have done that or could have done this. It's different for girls because we feel like men's priorities isn't to please us, and they just want to please themselves. And it's a statistic that men want to please themselves.
Yeah, should please each other though.
Some men do want to please us, and I love that. I love the men that want to do that.
I agree that men and women should be pleasing each other, but for me personally, like penetration don't do
Who's
it for
yelling?
Me. No. Penetration don't do it for me.
No, who's yelling?
I know. I hear it too. Penetration just doesn't do it for me. So like, you have to do some extra shit. You gotta touch me. You gotta lick me. You gotta kiss me. You gotta do something. Like,
do you like your ass ate?
Yeah.
Do you
eat that ass?
No, I love that ass ate. I don't know about anybody else, but I love my ass ate.
Do you eat ass?
You better lick that booty up.
No, I do. Yeah, I've had my ass ate. I love my ass ate.
Do you like your ass ate? Okay. That's a yes.
This is bad.
Stick your tongue in my ass. No, I've had my ass ate. I've had my ass ate in every single angle, whatever. But like, ass eating isn't the big thing. Like, making me bust a nut is the big thing. Because like, okay, penetration is great and stuff like that, but like, that won't make me nut.
Have you done anal?
I have. I don't like it.
I feel like anal makes me feel like I want to shit.
Yeah, afterwards. Yeah.
During, sometimes.
I don't know.
Do you do that often?
No.
Or once in a while?
I've only done anal once.
Okay.
Maybe like 3 times with the same person.
Anal ain't it. I mean, maybe to some people. So when I get fucked from behind, I like a thumb in my ass.
Oh my God, me too.
I'm glad I'm not the only one. I like a thumb in my ass. If you put that thumb in my ass, like that's heaven. It feels good. Put your thumb in your girl's ass. That shit feels good.
Okay.